Good morning. This is a message for the 26th of July, a Saturday morning in the year 2013. Thank you for taking the time to visit my blog on a daily basis, as some of you do. Virgo Moon on a Coffee Break, 2011.blogspot.com. This is Bonnie Landego. I'm going to talk today about a transit that started forming about the 22nd of July. And I'm going to take a little bit of time to talk about it because it's going to be around for about a year, and it is going to address our emotions, our defensiveness, our family, and what we need to do to create the future instead of defending the past. So please bear with me. Take a few minutes to sit back and listen because the conclusion will make sense to you. I'm going to try to keep this simple. You're fairly familiar with the planet Mars. Mars is the red planet, the god of war, the ball of fire, the warrior. So an excellent time to determine or remember what type of warrior you are. This planet Mars started holding hands with the planet Jupiter on Monday, the 22nd, just a few days ago. Planets live in astrological signs, and these two planets live in the sign of Cancer. And if anybody has a Cancer or a Capricorn mate, sibling, parent, co-worker, or you are one yourself, you know that Cancer deals with mom and emotions and home and what's mine and I'd rather run and hide. And where is that container of ice cream? And what do you mean we don't have any of that homemade potato soup sitting in the freezer? I need it, and I need it now. It's all which gives us comfort. Cancer is tender. Cancer can also be a little bit crabby. And right about now and for the next year, because the planet Jupiter, which is the planet of expansiveness, expansiveness of ego, expansiveness of wants and needs, because this planet is up against the planet Mars, we can probably conclude that our emotional perspectives are going to widen and deepen at the same time as becoming aggressive. That's why I'm going very slow when I'm speaking to you today. This idea of Jupiter, or the planet of expansiveness and luck and shooting our arrow way out into the wild blue yonder, but still wanting that comfort at the same time. When it teams up with Mars, and Mars is the planet of aggression, we can find that we can become highly subjective, and that whatever is happening for the next year can be more about our personal truth than objective reality. Emotions and protective instincts will become very defensive. Case in point, if you can remember during the next year from time to time to express your beliefs with a bit of detachment and openness to the opinions of others, if you can write that mantra across your computer or across your refrigerator door, or put it on the dashboard of your car, on the back of your backpack, to remind you once in a while, it's going to be an easier ride. Because without that detachment and without that objective reality, we can become judgmental. And you've probably seen a great deal more crabbiness and a great deal more judgment in the last few days. A puffed up sense of righteousness is going to be commonplace. You know as well as I know that that is just an individual, yourself or someone else or me, reacting to our own fears. If you're going to find that pattern repeating itself, then you know there's something to look at. The sensitivity of Cancer, of mom and the fetal position and comfort and the soft, warm blanket that comes out of the dryer, that sensitivity makes it difficult for Mars, the warrior, the aggressor, to fight cleanly and to fight fairly. So, being straightforward, even if you usually are, isn't going to be very easy because this is a time of comforting, protection, curving, again, the fetal position. Mars is in a defensive stand, and Mars is ready and willing and determined, you will be determined to protect your traditions and any familiar patterns or circumstances or actions by keeping away outsiders and outside ideas. And honey, this is the age of Aquarius, and if you think that outsiders and outside ideas are not coming into your life, think again. As well, with the planet Uranus just having gone retrograde a little while ago, think yet another time. There will be many meant to shake us up, meant to pull us into that new life path that we've been wondering about since about, well, the beginning of 2012. You bet. That's how the solar system works. Even the smallest, littlest encroachment of strange people, strange concepts can trigger emotional reactions in you and me and everyone else. So understand why people will be defensive and potentially a little crabby. Healthier manners of working with what's going on over the next year. Mars' aggression. How about using passion as your aggression? Jupiter is about higher minded ideas, taking that passion and your higher minded ideals or beliefs, moving them straight forward, because Jupiter is the arrow of Sagittarius that moves forward and expand, again, that Jupiter idea of expanding the world or expanding your world instead of shrinking it down into an area that is so small that you can protect it. And if you're not shrinking it down and you're expanding it, you are expanding the intellectual, the Jupiter intellectual, and expanding the emotional reactions instead of hunkering down and bunkering down and having an intellectual argument with other people and an emotional argument and showing intellectual and emotional resistance. Yes, you can listen to that line again. Cultivating new areas in your professional life, in your personal life, that will give you satisfaction and give you that Cancerian comfort, but a new comfort, not the old comfort you had when you were young from mama, because that new comfort cannot be gained from standing still. It's only from breaking fresh ground. So fighting fairly in order to advance your goal or advance a cause, to achieve a goal, and breaking new ground are very, very healthy ways of using that direct power of Mars and that passion of Cancer and that expansiveness of Jupiter in these particular times. So instead of turning inward, all of us will benefit mutually if that energy is used to create a future, the future, your future, rather than defending the past. And your future in these quickly moving times was just 60 seconds ago. 1 year a long time. You may want to listen to this again. Okay, ciao, ciao. Peace out.